Hey Chris. Hi Bobby. Chris, we're part of the ISA challenge and this is day 2. So what I'm putting together is muscular hypertrophy. This is the goal of building as much muscle as possible as you follow the eating pattern. Okay, remember the last 30 days are crucial. When we talk about that, that's going to give you the transparency, the density, the definition, the ripped look. But right now, it's about building as much muscle as we can for the next 60 days. I'm going to show you a series of every single body part. I'm doing a full body workout for you today. I'm going to be exhausted. I can't go out tonight. See that? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through starting with the chest press. Okay? And I'm going to explain to you exactly how to go through the motions. Once I show you the triplets, the 3 exercises, you're going to rest, catch your breath, and go around 4 times. We'll be right back. Chris, this is a cable machine. You probably have a lot of different cable machines. Life Fitness makes one like this. This happens to be Ground Zero, or what you know as free motion. Okay, so obviously you know how they adjust the arms. I have mine, if you have a free motion machine, I have these set at number 4. I could see the number 4. I have this, based on your height, I have this on number 6. Number 6. Here's the bottom line. Chris, from here to here is 54 inches. Okay, so I'm going to go through the chest press motion that I want you to follow. You're going to see it from a front angle and more importantly a side angle as well. Okay, so this is the first exercise of 3. You're going to go around 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. That's your chest workout. Very limited, extremely optimal. Okay, so you don't hurt your shoulder. Watch how I get into this. I come into a closed pack position like a sling. Very strong in this position. Internally rotated is your strongest position in the human body. I come over, I grab the other one. I come in like a sling. Okay, I walk back and push down and bring the cables up. Okay, very important, Chris, watch this. See that cable? See how it's lined up in my arm? If I turn and rotate my body, it's level with my arm. If it's here, it's going to pull you back. You don't want it too low. Everything has to be in line. Come around the front, Shane. The cables must be coming outside my arms. I cannot have these cables touching my arms, Chris. They cannot touch your arms. On the outside of your arms. Not too much. 1 foot forward, straight. Okay? Toe is straight ahead. 1 foot back. Staggered stance. Don't be on a tightrope. Okay? Make sure you have a nice base of support. I'm leaning forward a little bit. I'm tightening my core. Nothing moves but my arms. Adduct. Bring your hands together. Slow. Pause. Now, right now, Chris, behind me is a brick wall. I can't let my arms go back any further and stretch. That's excessive range of motion on the shoulder joint. So here we go. We're going to set up. 1, 2, up. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, stable. My back foot is that kickstand. Okay, it's supporting me. I slowly, 1, 2, 3, pause. There's that brick wall, Chris. Extend, hands together, fully locked. I must lock my arms out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know your athletic ability, but if you really want to balance the core as you're doing this, because this is a core exercise, the best way to strengthen and engage the core is in a standing position. I'm going to switch legs. This is going to feel a little awkward to you, but this is a good thing. Unaccustomed stimulus, amazing results. My wrists are straight. 2 more. I straighten my arms out. The goal is to straighten my arms out. But this is what I don't want to see, Chris. Okay, don't muscle it. When you're done, go into a sling. Walk back. Can't get hurt. Second exercise, dumbbells. Chris, if you have flat benches at your gym, I put 2 together. You don't have to do it. If they're not bolted to the floor, see if you can maneuver it in such a way where you put 2 together. If not, just use 1. There's a reason for the 2. Scapula anchoring, you'll get about, it's not a big deal, but it's about 20% more strength when you have that base of support. equal opposing forces. So as the load comes down your arm, it goes into the shoulder blade, and you're shortening what's called exit entry. So the force production increases as you have that platform to exert force off of. I'm sitting dead center, or maybe it's just one bench. The best way, pick up your dumbbells. Probably something like this. Safety first. Approach the bench. Tip the dumbbells. Hold on to the dumbbells. Turn around. Get close to the bench. Put them on your legs. There's no load here. Have a seat. There's no load here. You don't feel anything. Have a seat. Put them together. Stabilize them. As you fall back, rock and roll. Bring your knees with you. Kick. 1, 2. 1, 2. Your feet are up on the bench. Stable. From the side. Slow on the way down. Guess what, Chris? The bench is the floor. I don't want to go any further. Press. 2. Shane, can you show the angle from a bird's eye? So he can see my humerus with water running down? Chris, I'm going to have Shane film this. This would be incorrect. When your arms are up here, I want you to bring your arms down so that water runs down your arms from the side. Press. 3, 4. Pressing up over my chest. Keep it away. You should not look up and see this over your chin, over your chest. 8, 9, 10. This is crucial. It's a heavy weight. Bring them down and put them into a sling. Okay, now I don't know what you do at the gym, but most people will either drop them, have someone with them, or I like to rock and roll, where I just basically rock and bring them back up and put them down. Worst case scenario is you're going to drop them to the floor lightly. Be careful as you drop them down. That was your second set. There's no rest here, my friend. You go from the chest press to the dumbbell, then back. Okay, figure out the weight you had on the press. It's going to be a lot stronger in this position than it is in this position. You're going to do a very limited fly. I don't like flies. Long lever arm, the furthest away from the joint, the more stress on the joint. So we are going to lighten the load. We don't want to do this. Inverted V. So instead of holding it like this, inverted V. Okay? That's your position. We don't start like this. That's our weakest shoulder joint position. The weight's at its heaviest. Go into your sling. Walk back. Your arms are straight. Walk forward. Same position as the press, only very limited range. He's going to show you from the side how far I'm going back. You're going to laugh at this, but this is as far as I want you to go. This is 100% pec stimulus, keeping the shoulder joint, keeping the congruency in the glenohumeral joint, keeping the congruency in the shoulder joint so you don't stress and strain the front of the shoulder. All chest, half circle. There is a slight bend in my elbow. That bend in my elbow never changes, Chris. That bend in my elbow never changes. I don't want to do a press here. Very limited range. Here's my last set. I'm fatigued. Guess what? Look at that. I'm going to show you that again. I'm totally fatigued. I can't hold on any longer because that's how I want you to train. I step into a sling and I walk away. You will never get injured. Those 3 exercises you just saw. 1, 2, 3. Rest. 1, 2, 3. Rest. 4 times. We'll be right back showing you a back move. All right, Chris, different versions, but here's what we're going to get into. I'm going to show you every aspect of vertical pull and every aspect of horizontal row. Okay, you call it a lat pull or a row. The back only works in 2 planes. Every exercise you've ever seen for your back, okay? The only reason why we might bend over with a dumbbell, you've seen this exercise, is because we need opposition and gravity. I'm taking away the risk and adding the benefit. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So what I'm going to be showing you is when you talk about stimulus, if there's a needle or a meter, and we shove a needle into our muscle, and we watch the needle from 0 to 100. 100 is what we're looking for, right? These needles are going past the 90 mark, okay, with no extraneous forces that are trickling out weak links. So these are the exercises that I've put together for you. So we don't have to worry about an injury, okay? You just have to worry about how much load you're going to use, okay? You'll have a feeling for that. That's a kinesthetic awareness, where your body is in space, your balance, etc. Free motion machine. I have these pulleys up. Number 4, the pulleys are close together. If you have one of these, we're going to show you different versions. If you don't have this, don't get upset. We're going to show you other versions. Bringing it all the way. These are all the way in. Pulleys hanging, single hand grip. I put a nice relative low weight on there. Okay, now from the side you're going to see the range of motion. We're going to start with the vertical pull. Okay, in the gyms when you see these, there's usually nothing in front of them. If there's a mat, if there's a towel, if there's a yoga mat, a little block, something you can sit on, fine. Personally, me, I just sit right on the floor. Okay, so I go down into this position. See this? This is how you set up a machine. Where's my end range, Chris? It's here on a vertical pull. I get into that, see, I don't stand out here. Where do I want to be when I pull these down? Pretend I'm on the floor. And then I just drop. See it? I'm going to do a vertical pull. My arms go up. Here's full extension. Shoulder blades go up very slightly. Not too much, slightly. I start to draw my shoulder blades down. Do you notice, Chris, my elbows do not bend? Watch. Incorrect. Correct. I draw my shoulder blades down, followed by my elbows. Hold. Keeping that chest high. This is what I do not want to happen. If you lean back, that's a row. Nothing wrong with this exercise. I love it. But I don't want you to do a row. Stay vertical. Stay up. Drive. Hold. Slow. 3. 4. 5. I always pause at the end. I always pause at the end and depress my shoulder blades, feeling the muscle underneath my armpits, the largest muscle in the body, the latissimus dorsi. That's what you're training. All the muscles that drive the humerus down and depress the shoulder blade or the scapular region are the lats in a vertical plane, okay? We're doing vertical pulls. You call them lat pulls. Notice we don't have a straight bar where there's a predictable outcome. I'm keeping everything free, letting the body to move the way it was intended to move, freely, no restrictions. I come back with momentum, and it pulls myself up. Just a little rock and roll position. That's one vertical pull. Chris, nearby there's a pulley. A basic pulley. You might have a machine where the pulleys slide up and down. Okay? Or maybe you don't even leave this machine. Maybe you just bring this down. It's your choice. Okay? Your choice. I'm going to show you a different version. The bottom line is your second exercise in the series of triplets, 1, 2, 3, is a row pulley level with the belly button or belt buckle. The knee that's down on the ground, Chris. I need opposite. The knee that's down on the ground is the hand in motion. The knee that's on the ground is the hand in motion. Chris, this is incorrect. I need you to flex forward. You put your hand here, stable base. Put your arm here, stable base. And you're going to do a row. Draw the shoulder blade back. Draw the shoulder blade back. Don't elevate. Draw the shoulder blade back, followed by the elbow. Slow and strict. Why do I go slow and strict? Tension time allotments. The slower I go, the more tension in a region. The more tension in a region, the more stimulus. And that's how we build muscle. If I was just to go through the motion, okay, it would be half the time tension. So you want to keep that tension over a certain allotment of time. There is no rest here. Switch, down, opposite. Very slow, rhythmic, and controlled movements. This alleviates any other internal forces kicking in to help facilitate that load. You don't want an injury. There's other things called synergistic dominance. You don't want muscles that are not part of the goal to kick in when you're exercising. Pause, stand. We did 2 exercises, right? Vertical, row. We need a 3rd exercise. Let's go. Chris, you might have a bar like this in the gym. Maybe the hand, they don't swivel. It's a short bar with 2 hand grips. If you don't have that, it might look like this. If you don't have that, you might have just a basic straight bar. The bottom line is this. Whatever grip you choose, overhead, vertical, if you stand like this, and you bring your hands up, and you turn your hands towards each other, whether it's here or here, that's what your grip needs to be. That's the most strongest and optimal position for a vertical pull. Okay? It's not here. We're not strong in external rotation. You and I designed the straight bar. That's why we used to do this. We're not strong in external rotation. We're strong here. More of a sagittal plane, it's called. Okay, right here. So, I want you to do a basic lat pull. I'm going to assume that you don't have those small bars and you have a straight bar. So I'm going to hook up the straight bar. I want you to sit back in the machine as far back as you can. Remember that position. Okay, so it's a lot closer than what you're going to see. Underneath, go back as far as you can. Do not lean. Remember, that's a row. Sit tall. Shoulder blades, elbows, hold. Slow. Shoulder blades, elbows, hold. Okay? Now you know what you're seeing in the gym, right, Chris? Okay, we don't want to do that. We want to eliminate the momentum and increase force production with that time tension allotment that we talked about, okay? Slow. How do I breathe? In, exhale. Any push or pull is always an exhale. I'm exerting now, I blow out. I breathe in. I blow out. I breathe in. Last rep so you don't get hurt. Use a little momentum. Slide back, come out of the machine. If you have those close grips, it's the same thing. Your hands are here. That's your triplet. Vertical, single arm row on the knee, and another vertical. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it. You're going around 3 times. 9 sets. We'll be right back. Chris, I have another cable machine. I'm praying that you have this free motion type device. Any single pulley, overhead pulley will work.